Hello everyone, welcome to the video, and in this video we will see how to solve a pair of linear equations in two variables using elimination method. Elimination method. So we are having a pair of linear equations. Let's say a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and the second equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So in elimination method we will be eliminating either one of the variables. As the name suggests, we need to eliminate either y or x term by adding these two equations. But before adding them, the first step is to multiply them with a suitable constant so that one of the coefficients is equal. So for example, if we want to eliminate y, we need to make the coefficients of y same. So if this is the first equation and this is the second equation, I need to find a constant k such that this b1 into my constant k will be equal to this b2. So such a constant, if we multiply first equation with such a constant, we will get this can be some different coefficient, but this will be equal to b2 and this will be a different constant. Let's say c3 equals 0, and this will be a different equation also. Now in this equation, third equation, the coefficient of y is the same as coefficient of y in second equation. Now if we subtract these two equations, we will get a2 minus a3 into x, and this term will be eliminated, plus c2 minus c3. So since y term is eliminated, we can easily find the value of x, and after that we will substitute the value of x in any one equation to get the value of y also. So if we consider two equations, let's say 2x plus y equal to 7 and 4x minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we are going to solve these two equations using elimination method. First we will rewrite this to look similar to the first equation. So 2x plus y minus 7 equal to 0, so that the format will be same. Okay, now first equation and second equation, we will try to eliminate y here. So first equation into 3, because here we are having minus 3. If we multiply this with 3, we will get plus 3 here, and then instead of subtracting we will add these two equations. That is also possible. We just need to eliminate one of the variable. First equation into 3, sorry, not third equation, just into 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, 6x plus 3y minus 7 3s are 21 equal to 0. This is the third equation. Now we will write the third equation here, or we can write it, we can write the second equation here. Second equation is 4x minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0. The first step is multiplied in one of the equation to get one of the coefficient equal. Now the second step is, step 2 is adding or subtracting to eliminate one variable. So step 1, multiplying with constant. And step 2 is adding or subtracting equations. So in this case we will need to add equation 3 and equation 2, and that will give us 6 plus 4 is 10x plus 3 minus 3 is 0, minus 21 plus 1 is minus 20. Now from this equation we can easily find the value of x. 10x is equal to 20, that means x is equal to 2. Now step 3 is solving. Step 3 is solve for one variable. So we solved for x and we got x is equal to 2. Now step 4 is substitute this whatever variable and solve for second variable. So we can substitute x is equal to 2 in either first equation or second equation, and we will get the value of y. That is the fourth step and final step. I will substitute in first equation. So 2 into 2 plus y minus 7 equal to 0. 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 minus 7 plus y equal to 0. 4 minus 7 is minus 3. So y is equal to 3. So using these 4 steps, we can find the solution of two linear equations with two variables. The first step is multiplying with a constant, in this case 3. Second step is adding or subtracting to eliminate a variable. In this case we had to add. Third step is solving for one variable, and fourth step is substituting it in any equation and solving for other variable. In elimination method, after step 2, after adding, there is a possibility that both the variables will get eliminated. So in this case, y term got eliminated and we still had the x term. But there are some pairs of linear equations for which both x term will get 0 and y term will get 0. So that equations can be written as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a1x plus b1y plus c2 equal to 0. So when we subtract them, both x term will get eliminated and y term will get eliminated. We will have c1 minus c2 equal to 0. In such cases, this equation we are getting at last, if it is true, then the two equations have infinite solutions. If it is not true, that is c1 minus c2 is not equal to 0, not true, then the two equations have no solutions, or we can also say them as inconsistent. So using elimination method, after adding or subtracting, we can find one of the variable, but if both the variables are getting eliminated, then we should look at the constant, whatever value of constant we are getting. If that satisfies the equation, if that equation is true, then we will have infinite solution. If that equation is false, then we will have no solution and the two linear equations are inconsistent. Now there is one last thing to know about elimination method. Sometimes we might get two equations which look like this. It is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and the second equation may be b1x plus a1y plus c2 equal to 0. Now can you see the relation here? The coefficient of x is the coefficient of y in the second equation, and coefficient of y in the first equation is the coefficient of x in the second equation. So I will write an example for this. We will take the example 37x plus 43y equals 1 2 3. This is first equation, and the second equation is 43x plus 37y equals 1 1 7. So in these two equations, the first equation coefficient of x is coefficient of y in the second equation, and the coefficient of y in the first equation is coefficient of x in the second equation. In such cases, we can still multiply the second equation, so that and then also multiply the first equation with the LCM to get both the values same, and then we can eliminate it, but that will be too lengthy and too much calculation is required. Instead, a simpler method is adding these two equations. We will get a third equation. So in this case, if we add them, we will get 80x plus 80y equal to 240. We will keep this as equation 3. Sorry, not this equation. Now this whole equation can be divided with 80, and we will get x plus y equals to 3, which is our third equation. Now again, these two 1 and 2 equations, if we subtract them, 1 minus 2, and in that case we will get, this will be negative, this will be negative, and this will also be negative, and we will get minus 6x plus 6y equal to 6. And if we divide it with 6, we will get minus x plus y equal to 6. This is our fourth equation. Now the third and fourth equation are much simpler, and we can use elimination method now to solve for y and x using third and fourth equation instead of first and second. But this is only possible when the coefficient of x is equal to the coefficient of y in the second equation, and also coefficient of y in the first equation should be equal to coefficient of x in the second equation. In that case, we can use this trick. So I hope everyone understood elimination method. Let's do a small summary. So in elimination method, we need to eliminate any one of the variable first by adding or subtracting them. But before adding or subtracting them, we need to multiply sometimes one of the equation or sometimes both the equation we need to multiply, so that any one of the variables coefficient is same. So in this case, the coefficient of y is same in both the equations, so that they can be eliminated by adding or subtracting. Once eliminated, we will solve for one variable. So we are having only one variable here, x, and we solved for x. And the fourth step is substituting the value we found for x in any one of the equation and solve for the second variable. And also, when the coefficients of the two equations are like this in this format, then we can just add them and get a third equation, subtract them and get a fourth equation and solve for them. It will be easier to calculate. So I hope everyone understood elimination method and different types. So if you have any more doubts in elimination method, feel free to discuss in the comment section below, and we will see how to solve a pair of linear equation in two variables using graphical method in the next video. Also, we will see how to identify if a pair of lines will have no solution, or if they will have a unique solution, or if they will have infinite many solutions, just by looking at the coefficients. That is called condition for solvability. So we will see condition for solvability and graphical method in the next video. So thank you, and follow and subscribe for this YouTube channel, as well as download Sapience education application so that you will be updated. Thank you.